Okay, so these are my toes. Gemma loves these. Got a lot of comments over the years actually about how nice my toes are, especially the little hairs look on the end of my feet. And in the background here, we have lots of stickers. Lots of stickers that need packaging, so it's quite late on a Sunday evening, Sunday night, and these lot are going into packets between me and Gem. We'll load all these up. Mainly Gemma apparently. But yeah, all these, you know, we've got hundreds of these to do. It's quite a boring task to be honest, but it has to be done. And while we're doing it, we're watching a programme called Tiger King, which is really good on Netflix. I would recommend it.
He reminds me a bit of you. He also looks like he's had a bit of a breakdown with his haircut.
Oh, that wasn't funny. It's probably the funniest thing you've ever said. Why are you wearing my jumper? Does not look good on you.
Can you...
It looks good on me. It does not look good on you. Can I what?
Can you just leave me alone? I'm busy watching you on the telly. I don't know who you look more like.
You look like him.
Similar.
You look like him.
I look like her.
Anyway, so we're gonna put these into packets. Goodbye.
Oh my god.
Going in.
This is bath time. Arthur's favourite part of the day. What are you doing?
Clank.
Arthur,
Bye.
where you going? Son, get out the shower.
Right, come on in. Get you ready for bath. Please. Bath time now.
Show me your dirty cheeks.
Get all your toys out.
He's going back. Yeah. What you got on your head? What's that on your head, mate? Arthur, what you got on your head? Oh God. Come on, bath time. Come on. Wait. You. I've got the tools out again. You know what that means, didn't you? DIY. King of. Just hung Arthur's curtains for him. Gemma's been on my case to do this. But they look quite nice. More homely in here, to be honest. And stops him waking up early in the mornings, because the old blinds, they're good, but the sun don't have to get through them. It's getting light early now. Making me miss those spring mornings, that's for sure. Just noticed this in Arthur's bedroom. Is that his leg, or... It's quite hard to tell. Babe? I think it looks proper nice, I do.
You're the only one that thinks that.
No, I'm not actually. I've had a lot of messages to say it looks nice. Don't it look nice? It's quite hard to film like this. So, yeah, I think it's nice.
You can't see it from this angle though. You can't see your little flat bit and the lump on your head at this side.
No, it's alright.
Give me the camera.
No,
Give me the camera.
no.
Come on.
What are you doing?
Stay there. No, turn around. Oh god, you've got a big head.
Try to be more stable.
So keep still then. There it is. Oh, look at that. Yep. Oh,
It's because I'm an absolute geezer, isn't it? That's what happens. Football factory, mate. Camera.
Sinead's on corner more like.
How dare you say that? Apologise for what you said about my head shape. Apologise now.
Oh, I can't.
Say.
Please get that camera off me, Hal. I'm in bed.
Apologise for what you said.
No.
Yes.
Turn off the
I
light.
won't turn it off unless you say sorry. As soon as you say sorry, I'll turn it straight off.
Sorry.
Sorry, Elliott, for what I said about your head shape.
Sorry, Elliott, for what I said about your head shave, although you look like an absolute melt.
Okay. I reckon my son may have been here somewhere. Judging by this. When we first had a baby, this was one of my biggest fears, all this mess. I'm a bit OCD and still troubles me a little bit to this day. But I am getting used to it. More because I don't have a choice than anything else, but at least I am coming to terms with the situation. Got the old Fortis binoculars on the kitchen side. We had a little muntjac deer in the garden last night. Gemma's never seen one before, I don't think, so these little bad boys came right in handy. It's launch day today. I can relax a little bit. Just distribution of trailers and all that sort of stuff going on today. No savagery, nothing too dramatic. It's the best day of the month for me, this. Kind of kick back and, well, I would say relax, but that's far from the truth. But this is the good bit, you know, you get all the good feedback and whatnot. I've got to fit this door though. It's damaged, but with the corona situation, I'm not going to be able to take it back for ages, and Arthur keeps going in the cupboard and trying to smash all the mugs, so let's put this door back on. Yeah, look, there's the damage. Not good, is it, eh? This is my this is what I actually do on launch day, you see. Peppa Pig colouring in. Love it.
I'll hoover you up if you carry on.
You right, babe?
Move over, come on. Can't go around you, mate, can I? You're a rather big blockage. If you're trying to do DIY again.
What do you mean?
Just slip up. Elle's getting on my nerves.
I'm doing my cupboard.
Huh?
I'm doing my cupboard.
I'm what?
I'm doing my cupboard.
I'm not doing your cupboard. Yeah, well done. I'm probably going to have to come and fix it, aren't I? Because you're going to do it all wrong. Elliott, get this out of my face.
Done. So this is Jack. Say hello to everyone. You're going to be on my video, mate.
Hello everyone.
There you go. Look, he said hello. So this is me and my brother designing some thumbnails for YouTube. The poor boy's got no work, have you, mate?
No, Corona's right out.
Yeah, corona'd up. He's some big deal photographer in London, and now he's having to stoop as low as working with us. Oh, Arthur in the background. Gemma shouting, pack it in. Arthur starting to cry. Right, work in progress. Let you know how we get on. Why has Mummy put you in here with Daddy? What have you done? You've been naughty, haven't you? You've been naughty in the other room. Don't cry. Don't, because you make me cry. Come here. Give me a cuddle. Wait, come here. Come here. You have to sit with Daddy now. Uh-oh. Mummy's back. What did he do? Oh God.
Throwing things out of his high chair, screaming, can't get his own way.
You be a naughty boy. Yeah. He's happy now, he's got the mouth. Oh God, okay, no thank you, we don't press that button. No, okay, goodbye. Yeah? Where are you? What? What do you mean he ain't done that? Is it you have? No, you done it, Gem. He didn't do it, did he? You did it. No, he didn't, babe. He's fucking 8 months old.
He did?
No, he didn't. What did you...
We were kicking the ball and it just hit the telly.
You think... What, is it funny, do you think? Or is this a joke? Is this some sort of fucking joke?
April Fools!
Good. You filmed me, didn't you? Did you film me? Yeah, I thought you did, yeah. You little rat. Where did you get that from? I knew you was lying. I just clocked it weren't even crap.
I was lying.
Okay, so Gemma's just pulled a little prank on me because it's April Fool's Day. She did try talking to the camera at the start of it, but obviously the sound didn't work because she doesn't know how to use my camera. But the idea was that she calls me into the front room to tell me that the TV is smashed and Arthur has done it with his ball. And I must admit I did fall for it.
Oh God, it's my heart.
Okay, so whilst Gemma has been playing pranks on me, I've been working hard in the other room and I've just finished the latest For the Record interview. It's with a guy called Mark Wilcox, who some of you, who in fact a lot of you will probably not have heard of, but you know, the real keen big carp men amongst you will almost certainly have heard of. Now, Mark has caught a hell of a lot of very special carp over the years and he's been doing it for a very, very long time. Late 70s, early 80s, he's been carp fishing since then, which is, you know, longer than most. He's fished some of the most special waters, he's caught some of the most special carp, but he's always kept his fishing to himself. And as much as, you know, it's great to see these interviews with people that everyone's heard of, you know, a household name, as we sort of quote in the film, it's really nice for us to give another side to that story, you know. Show you people that you may not have seen before, and you know, let them tell their story that may not have been told otherwise. So this is an interview we've wanted to do for a long time. I'm really, really glad that Mark agreed to do it. I think it's a really good interview as well, as does Rich. Mark's been about, he knows his stuff, and you know, that's going to come across in that film. So same as last month really, in the first part of this At Home with Cypography, I gave you little insights into the films, and that's what I'll do now. I'll play you a little snippet of Mark's For the Record, so you can see what to expect.
You know, people did keep things back. I mean, I can remember when I first learnt about hair rig. I can remember sitting there at night with a torch with a pound line, tying these hairs on, for example, to the bended hook. And one day, a mate of mine, who I still see today, said, "Why don't you try reusable hair?" And I'm thinking, what's he mean? And all it was a simple loop in the bottom of the hair, like we use today, where you put a little stop through. Simple things like that, you know, even things like that you was learning about. So obviously, you know, from then till today, it's massive. You know, today everything's out there. You know, you can go out, as you know nowadays, you can buy rigs, the information's there. Back then it wasn't. Mm-hmm. Everything was totally new. Even the simplest of things, like I just explained, you was trying to learn about it. Yeah. You know, but there wasn't the source there of information to kind of pull off, you know, to sort of pull from. So yeah, it was completely different. And therefore I think the learning process took a lot longer. Now, I'm only sort of surmising here. I suppose somebody today can come into carp fishing and within a year or two they can be quite competent. You know, because the information's out there, the equipment's out there, the tackle's there. The years when I was fishing, that took years. You know, because the information and the products and the knowledge just wasn't there. So that's the difference, I think. You know, it took us a lot longer to become, or to get any, or to have any idea of what we was actually doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So to give us a little bit of a window on just what the magnitude of getting the hair rig was like, how would you describe the move onto the hair in comparison to anything that's happened since?
It's been nothing like it. Complete, you know, everyone says it, that kind of like around that generation, it was a game changer. You know, you'd go from maybe catching 1 or 2 fish, where you was getting like multiple takes. You know, obviously the old ways we used to fish, you know, things like luncheon meat. I mean, I used to use size 2.0 hooks, big long shank 2.0 hooks, big cubes of luncheon meat, threaded on, baiting needle. And obviously if you got a bite, you had to strike through it. A lot of bites you missed. And I'm sort of guessing maybe if the luncheon meat weighed, for example, 1/2 ounce, you'd have 1/2 ounce paternoster lead. Really, there was no purpose for that lead. You know, you might as well just have free-lined it, but everyone done it. But obviously now, you know, that's basically what it was. And then to go to a hair where the carp were just hooking themselves, you know, you didn't have to get to the rod in time, you know, strike the hook home. It was just a complete game changer. I do think I think it's going around full circle now though. That's one thing I will say. I think obviously the idea of the hair coming out was the fish could feel the line. They felt it across their lips. So we'd use, you know, quite long hairs, pound breaking strain hairs, thinking obviously the carp would take the bait in, couldn't feel the line, so it would suck the whole lot in, back, you know, right back, hook as well. That was the idea of it. I think nowadays where a lot of hair rigs now aren't hair rigs, are they? They're basically, it's almost like a form of side hooking, but with a hair. Now the bait's very tight to the bended hook. I honestly believe nowadays we've conditioned fish to feel for the hook rather than the line. So over time it's going kind of full circle again. So maybe there's a lot of life left in the original concept of the hair, because nobody does that no more. Very, very few people.
Does that last little statement imply that you're always thinking about presentation?
What are you doing?
What time are you going to come for a walk with us?
I'm not sure why.
Because I want you to commit to a time and then it's on
Record. For the record.
Oh, for the record.
2 o'clock.
What's time now?
1 o'clock.
Okay.
Is that alright?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
Should I pay for a theme, do you think?
Yeah.
Or just pick any old one?
Arthur? Such a little monkey, isn't it? Okay, I'll make some coffees. Not like you deserve one. I'm going to take you out here because you're getting on my nerves. You're being a tiger prawn. Tiger. Oi, oi, oi.
Oh. Why are you such a fucking dickhead? What? Why would you do that?
This is payback for all the times you've got me.
You're a little mug, mate.
Oh my god. It kills me.
I'm not washing it until it's in the laundry bin.
You're not washing what?
You're washing. You keep leaving it on the floor.
Are you done?
It's in that laundry bin. It's not getting washed.
What?
Until your washing is in the laundry bin, I am not washing it. I'm not picking it all up off the floor every day, Elliott. You want it washed? You put it in the laundry bin.
Yeah, but, babe, I just put it on. You put it there.
You left it down the side of the bed and in the bathroom, so I put it in a pile in the middle of the floor to make a point, and you walked over it.
I thought you were taking it downstairs to wash it.
I'm not washing it.
Okay, psycho.
Stop being lazy, Elliott.
Jesus.
As always.
Anyway, so what I was gonna say was that sometimes I look at Gemma and I think, I love you, and there's things that you do that make me realise just why I married you. And it's times like this, banana bread time, that makes me realise just how lucky I am. And it's times like that little outbreak a minute ago about the washing, it makes me realise how horrible and unlucky I can be at the same time. So every cloud has a silver lining. In which case, or in this case, sorry, the silver lining is this, which smells incredible. Guaranteed to make her really angry, but I just like to pick little bits off, little crusty bits from the top, the best bit. Oh my god, it's got chocolate chips in it as well. What the hell? God, it tastes amazing. Well, this is what that paddy was about. A dressing gown, which I didn't even put on the floor. A pair of shorts, which I didn't even put on the floor. So basically, all that crying was over one t-shirt and a pair of socks.
Talking about me?
Yeah, your little mental breakdown you just had for no reason whatsoever.
You keep doing this to me.
Why what?
I'm never going to find a new husband if you keep filming me like this.
You might.
I won't. Come on, darling. Daddy's going now. You get it.
It's not often I agree with Gemma about her purchases, but oh my god.
You can't.
These little things are cute. I'll give you that, babe. You've done well there.
Done well hanging them curtains, didn't I?
You didn't hang the curtains, I did, but
Okay.
you've done well with your little elephants.
Arthur just wants to touch it.
They're cute. You gonna touch him, Arthur? Go on.
Get the power to me now. Out. Out. You grumpy little face. No, you haven't. Get the camera out my face. I mean it. I told you not to touch the banana bread.
But a small bit.
You're not allowed.
I've
You
had-
ruin everything.
I've had like the smallest bit.
No. You're meant to be on a diet anyway.
Oh yeah, I've got something to show you actually, people. Have a look at this.
So friendly, is it?
Okay, so at the start of the year, I was just under 14 stone, and since then I've been doing the keto diet, which I'm sure many of you will know already. No carbs, or very small amounts of carbs. 50 grams a day.
Banana bread's carb.
Yes, I know banana bread's a carb. And then at weekends, I've been eating some now because I stopped losing weight. But look, 12, 13, what?
Have you put on?
I'm 12, 13 it says now. I was 12.6 this morning. What? Hang on a minute.
Bet you wished you
It's
did
because
it
I've got a
on
camera in my
purpose.
hand. It's because of my camera.
That's so funny.
No, wait there.
Hang on, darling. No, so put it. That says 12:10.
Yes.
You lying?
Because I've got clothes on, babe.
No, I think you've been lying. You wasted your clothes in this morning.
No, I didn't. I
Still
was in my
12:10,
boxers.
mate, and the camera.
I was in my... Right, okay, so I took my clothes off. What's going on? There we go. That's with breakfast and 2 coffees inside me, so I was actually under 12.7 this morning. Wait,
Don't get that camera away.
what's this song you're playing?
Elliott, I fucking mean it.
Fatty boom boom, let me tell you something. I say not because you're so big and fat. Don't believe I'm afraid of that. Safe place is no recommendation. I'm the for creation. Hey, fatty boom boom, sweet sugar dumpling.
Okay, so I'm doing my work. In the other room, something rather dangerous is happening. Gemma is cooking dinner. Yeah?
What are you doing? Take that front page.
And by the looks of it, she hasn't done a bad job. It looks good, babe.
I know. I don't. That's why I had all cooking around it.
Potatoes look good. Whose is the big plate? Yours.
Yeah, that's yours over there with nothing on it because you're on the stupid diet.
This will be my food in here. The veg. That looks overdone, to be honest, babe. I'll take that off.
Well, I called you and she didn't answer.
Arthur, are you hungry?
Shall I put it in the strainer?
You're always hungry, aren't you?
Elsa, put it in the strainer.
Yeah.
You sure it's not?
So we've got Arthur's, Gemma's, and mine. Sucks to be me, right? I would just like to say that my dinner was really nice, I really enjoyed it, and I could not have done better myself.
No, you could not. What did you say, Arthur?
Was it good, Arthur?
Mama's food good? You're so funny.
Okay, so on my screen here we have a £51 mirror which has never been shown on film before, and in this month's episode you're going to see it. Now this is a carp that I have actually been to take pictures of and filmed twice. First time around was with Dave Robinson. He would never let me use the footage. Thankfully Joe Morgan has done. Now I went to see Joe to photograph the carp. And there's a really nice story behind this, which I am sure is going to put a few smiles on faces. Joe is a little bit different, shall we say that? He's quite different to the norm. He's got a different mindset in comparison to most people, but he has got a very nice, lovely, wonderful mindset in comparison to a lot of people. And Joe certainly looks at life differently to others. And I think it's something that everyone can take a little slice of, you know, the way he processes things, the way he puts things in this interview, I'm sure is going to make a lot of you think about the way you live your lives and whatnot. He's not preaching, you know, but he just has a nice outlook on things. He's had some interesting experiences in his time, and he's a very, very good angler. And, you know, catching big carp is something Joe is particularly good at. So we've tied in the two. You know, we've got an interview with him about his travels and the way he looks at the world. And also, you know, we've got the footage of the capture of this massive carp, which is his biggest ever carp he's caught from the UK, and a fish that has reignited a fire for him for carp fishing. So a film I'm sure you're going to enjoy. I hope you enjoy it. I am really, really, really pleased with it. And as I watch it back, you know, I can't help but smile. So hopefully it'll rub off on you guys as well. And like before, I'll show you a piece of it now.
So it's just little things like that can make such a big difference in your life, you know, and having goals as well. And again, that's something that I've probably forgot myself in the last sort of 8 months. If you've got goals in life, then you've got something to measure your achievements by and your personal work. It doesn't matter what anyone else is doing, forget them, just worry about you and, you know, improving yourself. And by setting goals to aim towards, you know, you're giving yourself that chance to do that. If you haven't got any goals, then what are you doing? You just drift along doing nothing. And I guess in a way that's what's so great about fishing as well, and something that I missed from that was, you know, you're setting yourself a target and you're working towards that target, and when you caught it, you know, result, and you get a feeling that you don't really get from anything else, you know. The only other little taster I've had of like the buzz that you get from fishing, and that's only like 10% of it, is betting. And I'm no good at that, I just lose money. But when you do, yeah, you get a nice buzz, but yeah, it's nothing compared to the fishing buzz.
Arthur, what's that noise? What's that noise? Ah, yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Massive carp. Look at him. Look at the size of his mouth. How heavy out of 5? What did you say it was? I will help you lift it, don't worry. Crazy, crazy times. Arthur? Jesus. Yeah, mate. That'd be a 50-pounder right there. It's only second though. No. Well.
Oh, listen.
Yeah, it is clapping. Yay. Go on the NHS. We love you.
Who do you love? Me.
Yeah, I love you as well.
Oh, they're waving.
Someone wave.
I like the baby. Next time
Yeah, they're all doing it. There he is. Everyone's here, look. No? Good.
Hello. Oh, it's cold.
Right. We better go in.
What's the time now? Yeah, 1 minute past, 6 seconds, go.
Well, this is Gemma's, pretty much the first sunrise Gemma's ever seen. We've dragged Arthur out of bed. He woke us up, so we've come outside. Beautiful morning. If you don't go fishing, you don't get to see things like this. This is one of the reasons I do go fishing. Old crow over there in the background. Far from my favourite animal. It's a beautiful little bird zipping about. Here we go, look at this little guy. I don't know what sort of bird that was, you know. Maybe someone could tell us in the comments section. What was the bird? Chilly old morning this morning. Mr. Fox up there, he'll be cold. See the frost on the roof. It's beautiful. God, I miss being out in this. Come on, world. Let's go back to normal. It's a robin. Just got him, I think. Hey, look at them little guys. So much going on in the mornings. If you're tucked up in bed, like most of them people over here in the background probably are. Most people in the world probably are, to be honest. You don't see this stuff. If you're a fisherman, it's something that I'm sure you do not take for granted. I certainly don't. Wouldn't be morning without an old pigeon in the tree, would it? Plump little thing he is, God. Birds everywhere. I hope you like birds. If you don't like birds, then you're probably a bit bored by now, but I'm having great fun out here. Look, here she is. What's that? Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, a thumbs up. Right, I guess that's my call to go inside. Coffee time. Well, just got in. Here we go, look, good old girl. She does make a nice coffee, but she does make a mess with it. Arthur, what do you think to that? Your first sunrise? Was it good? Was it good? Or you got something on your cheek, mate?
A little Boris.
Do you prefer pepper? A little walk in the woods. Oh look, they've dug a fresh ramp. Whoa! You will love it down here on your motorbike, aren't you? So, come on, Mum. Come on, Mum. Come on. Come on. Arthur and Dad are having a walk and it's really hot. Get Mummy. Well, I'm sure I'm not the only one, but barbecue time. Had to be done, didn't it? Got to make the most of this weather somehow, so I'm in the garden, barbecue's on. And I'm feeling good. Here we go. How about that? That was a feel-good dinner, if ever I've seen one. Okay, so today is the day we send our first batch of these bad boys out. The buzz bars that do everything. We finally have a proper amount of stock, and down here is the first batch of bars going out to people. Been waiting a long time for this day. It's been years and years, probably 10 years since I came up with this little concept, and feeling quite good about the fact that we're about to send them out. It's been a long time coming, but the day is finally here, and hopefully there'll be lots of happy, smiling faces once this lot turns up at their door. If you are one of the people that's bought a set, I hope you like them. They do you proud. Oh yeah, so for anyone that hasn't seen these yet, the idea is that they are fully adjustable, so every piece here will slide off of this bar, enabling you to use them as single sticks, 3-rod buzzer bar, like T-bar style, goal posts, whatever you want. Simply undo the threads at the back here, slide the pieces along the bar or off the bar, and you can see along the back there's loads of holes drilled for adjustment. There we go. Buzzing. Is Daddy going to be a butcher, Arthur? Am I going to be a butcher? What do you reckon? So I've just spent the last, I don't know how long actually, half hour preparing all this lot. Gemma's dad's friend is a butcher. And we've just got a right bargain on 2 massive fillets of steak. So some will be for my parents, which I'll drop round to their doorstep at some point. That's some offcuts. That'll go in like stews and whatnot, but look at that for a pile of meat. If you were weird, you could probably thinking it'd be nice to eat that raw. And this lot in here, this is from the old mate Blue. All the weird offcuts. He would absolutely love that. And now, the really fun bit. Sorting the steaks out into sizes and bagging them up. Oh yes.
Ready?
This is the kind of stuff that my child has to endure. Jen, that really ain't fair.
You look cute. Come here. Put that in your nose. come on, let's go back to your chick, yeah? Yeah. Come on, ready? Steady. Mummy!
He doesn't want to, Gem.
He does, Elliott, go away.
I think he's seen what he looks like in the reflection in the mirror.
Ready? Other. Steady. Oh. What's that? Oh, you look cute.
Arthur, say, Mummy, I don't deserve this. Say, Mummy.
You're my bunny.
Poor kid.
Chick, 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 chick. I'm a little chick. Right, hang on. When you're escaping, you usually love photo shoots, Arthur. Don't you love it?
What's that, Arthur? Is that your first ever Easter egg? Or what's left of it? Nice? Is it nice? Yes, I think is the answer. Luckily he's got quite a few. Those were the days, weren't they? Literally the best of days. Little one around the corner there, that'll be Gemma's. She's been tucking into all day, and I've actually got none. I've got no Easter eggs. Not a single, not even a chocolate
Yeah,
bar.
that one's for us there, that big one.
Yeah, not from you.
No, it weren't.
So while Arthur is eating Easter egg, this is what I've been doing. Which, I'll be honest, is one of my most favourite things in the world. Sorting stuff out, lining it all up into categories, getting rid of the old. Out with the old, in with the new. Look at it, look perfect. No clutter, just everything there lined up beautifully. And over here we have got all sorts of stuff to take to the food bank for the less fortunate. We don't need it in our cupboards, and it will go, it'll put some smiles on faces, no doubt. So we've cleared it out, and we'll give it to a good cause. And here we have the mouldy stuff. The stuff that nobody can eat and needs to be put in the bin. Yeah. Always have a bit of that floating around in our cupboards. Come on, Gem. Come on, Gem. Gem was just doing a sexy... Go on, show us what you was doing. She was waving this around and saying, "Don't you want to get me with my frying pan?" In her most seductive voice. No, Gemma. We don't want to get you with your frying pan.
No. Some people know. Some people might not see.
What? What did you say?
So some people might want to see me if you can.
Maybe. I doubt it. I doubt it, woman.
What's your opinion?
Well, I've just put the finishing touches to the final part of my cold water campaign, so have a little look, a little preview of that. And I woke up this morning feeling a little bit dejected, to be honest, because I did see 3 shows last night, and that was the first time in a long time that I'd seen any activity. I put all 3 of my rods out yesterday afternoon, completely different areas, just sort of staggered them into places where I thought I might see carp. Baited them with sweet corn, 5 spoms on one, 11 spoms on another, 7 on the other, you know, tried to vary it up a little bit. And throughout the hours of darkness, like I say, I saw 3 shows, and because of those 3 shows, I moved my rods accordingly. So come the morning, all 3 rods had been moved to where I'd seen fish, but to no avail. Like I said, very, very cold morning, beautiful morning, mist, birds tweeting, you know, spring vibes well and truly in the air. Those clear nights are often bright mornings, you know, and it's exactly that, and the day has turned into something rather beautiful. Definitely my most enjoyable day on the bank for a long, long time. So I'm feeling good now, The sun has a lovely effect on human beings. It makes you feel good, and it's exactly what it's doing now. I just need to catch a carp. Praying I catch a carp. Ain't gonna be long.
Too many roast, too many roast, too many roast.
What's that, Jem?
Too many roast, too many roast.
So I've been trying rigs, experimenting with rigs actually. Something I rarely do, but I have been. In this case, with this little presentation here, spinner rig-esque. I really want to be able to change the hook quicker on the rig that I use for pretty much all of my fishing. So I'm having a little play around. Bit of carnage going on. And in the meantime, Gemma has cooked her first roast dinner. A few chod rigs as well there. Yeah, Gem's had the dinner on the go, so let's go and have a little look at that, shall we? Well, whoa. There you go. Steamed up the lens. But in there are some rather beautiful looking Yorkshire puddings. Good work, Gem. And then down here, roast potatoes. You can't really see them. Oh, you can't really see anything. That backfired, didn't it?
You'll see in a second.
Yeah.
Buzzard.
Oh, here we go. Roasties. I done the beef, to be fair. They look good, Gem. I'll give you that.
Things are a bit burnt, don't film them.
Bit burnt. No, they'll be alright.
Meant to be the wife of dreams, don't people
They'll be
see,
fine. Go on, get the meat out then.
I can't, it's too heavy and you're in the way. Look, this is in the way. Oh god.
Come on, you're meant to look professional here.
Well, I'm not professional.
Go on, get it out.
Oh god, it's a bit heavy.
You'll be alright, just do it.
I'm trying, Buzz.
There we go.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Come out of the way.
Oh my god, what's going on?
Right, I'm trying to shut, you're in the way. Sorry, Arthur's getting impatient.
What's wrong, mate?
Wait for food. Strawberries. Don't make me cut the meat.
See what the big problem is with my eating?
Oh my god, it's so loud.
Why?
Stop chomping!
I'm not.
You do that, you go. You get so much saliva in your mouth, it's a joke.
You're miserable.
You're horrendous to look at.
And you burnt the carrots. Oh.
Don't eat them. Go on, off you go. You're not having any dinner now. I said get off.
No dinner is better than burnt dinner.
Oh, Elle, seriously, fuck off. You're getting on my nerves. Go. You always get away.
Taste them onions.
No. I swear to God, get out.
Okay, so I've just done my drink a pint of beer nomination challenge thing. Took me a couple of attempts because I actually cannot down pints of anything, water, beer, whatever. Can't manage it. I've got really sensitive teeth and that doesn't help either. So first attempt failed and it actually took me 6 bottles to get it done, but I did 2 pints back to back because I was nominated twice. All for a good cause. Well, not for any cause actually, just for a pride thing I suppose. But yeah, I've done it. Here's the proof. And this is my dinner. Just literally ate this, cooked it in the oven and ate it out, out of the baking tray. Got no veg in the fridge to eat it with. Thought I had cucumber, didn't. So I've literally just eaten chicken on its own. Gem's watching EastEnders. I'm editing in the other room because I can't bear to watch that shit programme. And that chicken is probably the highlight of my day, coupled with these beers. And to be honest, I actually feel a bit pissed now. 6 bottles. It's not bad, is it, in 5 minutes? Go and have a look at her, look.
Do you know you remind me of? From Mum. Wow. It's a low blow.
She wants me to do the ironing. Look at the ironing pile. Ooh, it's horrendous.
Making sure he was
I think
alright.
I do everything else.
Jem, you do fuck all, mate. You look after the child, that's about it. What do you do other than look after Arthur? You feed Arthur 3 times a day. What else do you do?
What you do? Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Honestly, what else do you do other than feed him 3 times a day?
Oh, mate, it'll get out for a little.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing. What else do you do? No, I'm not wondering yet. I want to know what else do you do. Tell me.
Elliott?
Other than feed the child 3 times a day, what do you do?
Elliott? Go away.
Come on.
Or I hurt you.
You won't hurt him because you love me.
I don't love you.
Excuse me?
Please don't make me choose between you and my family.
I shut you up, didn't I?
You do love me.
I don't. Go away. You're watching EastEnders.
Shit program.
It's important.
It's not important.
Can't see. Fathead's
Scared me.
I put all this in the way so you wouldn't get it, didn't I? Look what you did. Show Mummy, it's all in your mouth. He's chewing mud. Arthur? Oh, you disgusting boy. Oh. Come on. Why?
He likes it.
He doesn't like it. I'm not
Does
doing
that, does that taste nice?
dirty. Give me.
Do you like mud, Arthur?
Look at it all.
Naughty boy.
Oh, right, this is bad now, okay? Mummy told you no lots of times, hasn't she?
Well, I've just finished doing some work on my computer and I've noticed that Gemma's changed my background to this little chap. Not quite sure why she's done that. I don't know if that's a sign she's trying to give me. Did make me laugh though, I must admit. Little idiot woman. Okay, so I've just downloaded a file from Rich Stewart. He helps massively with Cypography. You know, he's my partner in crime and he also edits some of the films, and here is the latest from him. So Rich has edited this one. Dave filmed it, the other partner in crime. Several partners and several crimes here. Dave shot it, Rich edited it, and I get the enjoyable task of watching it now, checking it all through and whatnot. John Lamb, you may have heard of him, you may not have heard of him. I reckon lots of you will have done. He's the man behind the Urban Carp Collective, which has boomed over the last few years. He started it totally from scratch. And this film is all about him and why he started that, why he started the UCC, you know, the little movement he's tried to create, and how well it's done. You know, it's really good. It's nice to see. He works really hard and I really respect him for that. You know, and he's built it from nothing, which is far, far bigger an achievement than when you've had a helping hand. You know, he hasn't. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm going to watch it back through. I've already watched it once. I watched the first draft. I'm going to watch the final edit in a minute. But yeah, I'll give you a little, once again, I'll give you a little insight to what you can expect to see from that as well.
Is it true that I was homeless? The answer to that is yes, unfortunately. I was put in a position where I didn't have anywhere to live, but fishing definitely saved my mindset and saved my life. If it wasn't for fishing, I wouldn't have been able to keep the focus that I needed when I was on the streets. Giving myself somewhere to go, giving myself somewhere to stay where I knew I was a bit secure. Friends could come and support me when I was there. I used it as a base, not only for myself, but for my mind, just to keep myself on the right track, so to speak, and not be steered away by other traps that I could have fallen into within the area I was in. But I just kept it straight, went fishing, did a bish bash boshing, and it done the do for me and kept me on the straight and narrow, so to speak. And now it's brought me to another city away from my home, and I've obviously met Laura now, and things are a lot different. So yeah, I'm proud of the position I've now got myself into from where I was, and I don't generally think about it all the time, and maybe I should a little bit more and have a bit more pride in myself, but I just take every day as it comes, live for the day. You never know what's going to happen. So just get out there and be happy. That's the most important thing, no matter what your situation. Angling, as I've just previously said, did play a massive, massive part in that. There's not even, I'd say like I probably had a 90% part in it because if I didn't have me fishing rods. Also when I was like, went from being homeless into a hostel, when there was obviously other people in there I didn't really want to socialise with, I used to use my angling to just get myself out, give me somewhere to go, it gave me a focus and just let me clear my mind and take me away from the bad a little bit, in a sense, to let myself just reorganise my own mindset and bring it back to what I wanted it to be without just getting dragged away from what my main focus is, and just to do something with myself and not just be a slouch around. And that's what I wanted to do. I've always worked at something that work was instilled in me when I was younger, but just do something for yourself and earn your own money, and that's what I wanted to do. But Urban Carp Collective wasn't about money. It's about passion and drive and angling obsession, and that's what it is. But angling, without a shadow of a doubt, got me out of the situation, helped me in the situation, and it's helped me when I've got out, when I've been in different situations as well. So that's why I have so much application and passion for what I do. One thing about canals, one of the first checks I always do when I come is look for dog muck. Simple fact being is people love to just leave it, and you come, rock up and plop your bag down on top of it. And that one there, they're ready to rock. And I've got a little 9-foot one. Yeah, bam. On a mish for a fish, bish bash bosh. Confidence is key, and today we are having one.
Okay, so Gemma said Arthur would be okay with his yoghurt. Arthur?
No. Mummy asked if Daddy picked up his yoghurt.
You said he'd be okay if I gave it to him. He ain't done that bad, has he? Have you, mate?
Say cheese.
Is that nice? You got some on your face, mate?
Cheeky monkey. Daddy, take your... Oh. Is that...
Whoopsie.
Yay!
Are you naughty boy? Naughty. Good boy. Now this probably looks like the worst stuff in the world ever, but this is called courgette. And courgette is like spaghetti, but it's made from courgette. People might not know, Gemma. This is really nice. I would never eat this, but I have it now instead of like spaghetti, because I do keto. I have courgette. But it's honestly really good. Gemma's made dinner again. She's done well lately. She's made all the dinners. Where am I going? Where are you going, Gem? You look like you're going for a run. It's almost like someone's just nominated you to run 5k. Has anyone done that? I wouldn't do that.
What is he doing? He does need this. Darling, is it going to go all over your clothes? Having a lovely, lovely day on the sofa doing nothing.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I literally just nearly fell in the duck pond. I
What?
can't fucking breathe. I literally was
Babe?
my Insta, and I fucking my foot fell down the back of it, and I nearly fell in the duck pond.
You're meant to be running 5k.
I literally just nearly died. doing 5k. Mate, my heart.
Why have you stopped? You're not supposed to stop at the duck pond.
I saw a baby duck.
Gem, do your 5k.
Look, mate, I'm out. I'm off duty for half hour or maybe 2 hours. I saw a baby duck, so I thought I'd take a look, and oh my god, honestly, that would have been catastrophic.
Right, well you carry on your running, I've got to go and deal with Arthur.
Oh my god, bye.
Right, bye. Okay, so something I almost forgot to mention, I'm not sure how, is the beginning of a new series. It starts in this month's episode number 32, and this series is all about remembering the special captures from many years ago. The first of which we're going to be looking at John McAllister's capture of the Black Mirror, and this idea was born by accident really. You know, we shot a Catch of the Lifetime with him, and he spoke about the Black Mirror, you know, and he told this story, and I went home, waited nearly a year to get the footage. You know, it was on a VHS, not digital, so you know it can't just be sent. It's sat on a tape up in the loft. I think his friend had it, to be fair. And this is probably the case for loads and loads of footage of very special carp, very special captures that have been documented, but just between friends. And the great thing about that raw footage is it is raw, you know, and you can't substitute that rawness. You know, we shoot things as professional cameramen these days, and we do it in a way that, you know, the quality is far greater, the editing's better, and all that jazz. But the one thing you don't get is that raw feel that you used to get with, you know, matey holding a handy cam, mixed in amongst a bunch of mates, just filming what he sees in front of him. You know, the footage is never going to be as good a quality, but it does capture a moment in a certain way that is very, very hard to do if you're there intentionally trying to capture it. You know, a lot of the best footage and that will just be an accident. So we want to contact people, you know, try and find these guys who've got this footage that would probably at some point get lost, especially if it's just sat on a VHS. You know, it's up in someone's loft and it just rots, it gets lost, whatever, it's gone. And we want to get as many people as we can to not only tell their stories, their incredible stories that go with these very special carp, but give us the footage, you know, so that we can document not only their story, but the footage forevermore. Give people an insight into just how magical these carp were. Let them hear the tales, see the footage, and, you know, have those memories live forever, rather than just get lost in the hustle and bustle of modern day life. So the first one of those, like I say, it's been a long time coming. That is John Mac's story of the Black Mirror. It's a great story of undoubtedly the greatest carp that has ever lived in this country. So hope you enjoy it.
And I could smell this smell of blackberries. And I looked up and I see this massive blackberry in this bush. And it was so high, I just picked it up, it was perfect. It came off the little white cone, left the white cone. It was just the most massive black, shiny, plump blackberry you've ever seen. Popped it in my mouth and I squashed it in my mouth and I just tasted this blackberry, and it was the most sweetest taste of success to know that I'd caught that fish and I was tasting this like fruit that was just amazing. And it was at that point I smiled. It was the first time I sort of smiled, and like all the relief come out of me, all the stress, and I just walked off, got in the car, drove home, and I had tears rolling down the cheeks of my face. And that was just unreal.
Lucky.
That's more than lucky.
Watch out, that's it, man.
Black, innit?
Right, that's why I call it the Black Mirror, look.
Fucking hell.
Don't touch it, though. As you see that sting, bro, you're brand new sting, dig it. I'm digging that mat, it's done its job, John, you foul fire off me for score.
Hold a minute.
Got any bum, John?
2 bums.
Well, lads.
2 bums. See how dirty or not?
Go on.
It's a knotless knot.
Don't tell everybody those.
Shakes, you got shakes now, John, I bet. What's Stigo?
Ugly.
Can your teeth swollen, Stig?
No.
No. What about your Stig?
No.
That tube, Stig.
Oi! Oi, Old famous tale.
Fucking hell. Right.
Monster.
I'm going to roll it over, yeah?
Just roll
Like
it.
nice and quickly.
Yeah.
Right, I've
Yeah.
3, 1, 2, 3, go.
Finish strong?
Nah.
Fucking hell.
Got a pretty bum. Bro.
We'll have in a minute. Real, mate. Lift. Flex.
Don't lift up too much.
Still. 53 something.
Right, just go to the nearest.
Is that dot on my face?
Be still then. It's now on your forehead.
What about now?
Still on your forehead.
What, there?
No.
Is that recording?
I don't know. Go to the side. No, it's not actually. It's not, you're not.
Which way?
Left.
I don't. This way?
No, my left.
That way?
No, my right. Hang on, babe. Look.
Right, that's central, surely.
Yeah, but it's your forehead somewhere. I think it's so big.
Okay, goodbye.
Put your head up a little bit. That's better. Yeah.
Thanks, Gemma. Okay, so I'm just putting the finishing touches to At Home with Cypography. Number 2, in fact, this is the finishing touch. So as you watch the film, you have just finished the film, which I hope you enjoyed. The idea is simply to give you guys something more to watch whilst we're in lockdown. And I think we're in week 5 now. I'm kind of getting used to it, but I'm sure a lot of you are going mad. And the idea behind these films is just to give you something more to watch while we're all at home. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, if it bored you to death, I apologise. Got a good reception last time, and hopefully you've enjoyed this one as well. I've shown you several bits of footage within this film, which is a little teaser of our latest episode, which is released tomorrow, May the 1st. So if you see anything there that you like, head over to www.cypography.co.uk, and it is there that you can find all of our films. We have a massive video archive to keep you guys entertained, you know, and I'm sure you've exhausted most of the channels and all the free content available online. So yeah, head over to our website. We've got loads on there to keep you entertained. I hope you're all looking after yourselves. I hope you're keeping well. And by the sounds of it, it ain't going to be too long before we're allowed to go fishing again, which right now is a rather wonderful thought, is it not?